Chris Morgan alongside Max Debris. As we look to get started here. Max, what do you think the Panthers or the Trojans are going to have to do in this one to get a win?
Just to make it simple, Chris, the Trojans got to make shots. You can see from, if you look at the Trevecca stat sheet, there's a couple players, especially in their starting lineup, that shoot kind of decent from three, 42%, around 30% overall. Their shooting isn't the greatest. They definitely have to turn that around today. We have the top and the bottom of the GMAC standings right now. Wesleyan at the top, undefeated in the conference. Trevecca hasn't got a win in conference, 3-9 overall. So we're really going to see the separation of the conference today and a chance for Trevecca to actually make some noise and get some momentum going into the new year.
Caitlin Wilkes gets Trevecca on the board on the first possession and then gets a steal from Olivia Travis on the Panthers' first possession. Panthers are back at the Sports Center after playing their last game at Jones Gym on the campus of Kentucky Wesleyan, where Cedarville jumped out to a big lead to begin the game. As the ball was blocked, going to go to the Panthers. As I think their coach has a little bit of a argument that he's going to win, as I thought it was off Keely Lamb myself.
Yeah, it definitely looked like it was blocked. In the stat sheet, it'll probably say that it was blocked too, but
I think
maybe a Trevecca ghost.
Yep.
Touched it.
I mean, she did throw it, basically just throw it out of bounds.
And we're not playing soccer here, but there's
the ball's all over the ground.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to get a foul on Kaylee Duncan.
You know, Chris, I didn't know this until I went to the GMAC SAC meeting along with Jalen Tidwell, but there's many GMAC teams that have lacrosse as a sport, so maybe that Trevecca has field hockey. Maybe that's why they were doing that.
Coach Hibden all over the officials here early in this one. Panthers have turned the ball over twice on 2 possessions. They look to get something going. As Trevecca's in a little zone. Can't really tell if it's like a matchup, 3-2, what's going on. As Duncan shoots the 3 in the left corner, goes over the backboard and out of bounds.
I feel like we say this a lot, Chris, but just early indications in the first 2 minutes is just no real flow at all to this game.
It happens way too much, and nobody likes it. I know the players don't like it. The fans don't like it. As we're having a 3-second called on the Trojans, going the other way. As we've played 2 minutes, we have 2 points. And about 4 turnovers by both teams.
Yeah, not the greatest start by either team, but
Wesleyan's only had 1 shot. As Duncan looks to shoot the 3. Good.
3-point basket for Kaylee Duncan.
Kaylee Duncan's been quiet the last couple games as she looks to get going here early with a 3.
Duncan shoots 40% from 3 on the year, so her and her sister Kaylee Clifford, the 2 best 3-point shooters on the team, although many are capable of making it. Connects for the first Panther basket of the day.
Olivia Travis missed the bucket on the other side. Now Kaylee Clifford for 3. Good.
The sisters Kaylee with 2 back-to-back threes. Not like I
mean, you called it.
I mean, it's not really a call. I was talking about it, but
you say it and it happens, Max. I mean, what else you want? What more do you want? You called it right there. As
great post defense there.
Clifford gets the steal. Lily Grimes goes. She cuts all the way across the lane, as I thought she could have gone up for the layup, but decided to bring the ball back out. No lot, right corner 3, no good. Duncan gets the rebound. Lily Grimes shoots the 3, no good. Lily Grimes still over
for the year. You know, in that game against Cedarville, Chris, I think she took 5 threes, and I wanted her to make one so bad and not get out to a great start today, but She'll connect with one today. I'm calling it right here.
All right. Panthers lead 6-2. We're going to step away and be back right after this. Welcome back inside the Owensboro Sports Center. Kentucky Wesleyan leads 6-2 over the Trojans of Trevecca Nazarene.
Checking in for Kentucky Wesleyan.
Wesleyan with a couple substitutions. Leah Richardson, Talia Walton, and Jordan Bargy into the game.
Trevecca with running the same five out there out of the timeout. As the pull-up jumper, no good. As Talia Walton pulls down the rebound. She gives it to Lily Grimes, who had the open three, passes it up, gives it to Jordan Bargy for three, no good. Offensive rebound.
You'll notice, Chris, at the beginning of that possession, a lot of off-the-ball cuts and just overall offensive movement for the Panthers. Definitely kind of got Trevecca in this matchup 2-3 zone right here a little discombobulated.
Leah Richardson for three, too short. Offensive rebound.
That's what it does. It gets all the players to one side, opens up the offside rebound for Keely Lamb there.
Lily Grimes kind of pump fake the three, gives it to Lamb for three, good.
Three-point basket for Keely Lamb.
Keely Lamb had two offensive rebounds on that possession. Pays off, gets her 3 points out of it.
Nice spin move there from the Trojans, point guard.
The three was no good from Franco. Lily Grimes pulled the rebound down. She drives right, splits the double team, and going to go to the free throw line.
Grimes is great at that hesitation there. The move she often goes to. I mean, as you've seen if you watch plenty of Panther basketball here lately, Grimes most often the most fast, quick, whatever you want to call it, player on the court. But just throwing that off-speed dribble in there a few times opens up her way to the basket, and she utilizes that a lot.
As she knocks down her first free throw. Lily Grimes is. Everybody has struggled from the free throw line. Let me backtrack on that. Everybody has basically struggled from the free throw line as she knocks down both. And she's going to come out. Kaylee Duncan's going to come in, be the ball handler. As a whole new 5 of Trojans checked into the game.
Brings some memories back of 2015 UK squad right here with a 5-in, 5-out.
Let's not talk about it.
It's the black-purple squad.
Anybody out there listening, excuse my sniffles as I got a little cold trying to get over. As the three from the left corner, no good. Fought out of bounds, going to go to Kentucky Wesleyan.
Chris, of all the uniforms I've seen this year, though, I think I like Trevecca's the best.
I agree. I like the black with the purple trim.
Purple, silver, black, purple, silver. That's
Yeah.
a great combination there.
Oop. As Jordan Bargy tried to get it to Leah Richardson, just sailed a little bit too high. Going to have a backcourt violation. Panthers lead 11-2 over the Trojans. As Sophie Henry handles the ball for Trevecca.
Henry's appeared in every game this year, however, not always on the scoring column, only averages 1 point a game.
Coughlin tried to drive the lane and tried to jump pass and got off the ground. Couldn't find anywhere to go. Called for a walk. Leah Richardson gives it to Nolan on the right side. Jordan Bargy over to Kaylee Duncan. Back to Bargy, straight away three. Good.
Chris, I think all we're going to make today is three-pointers and free throws.
We've only shot threes. We haven't taken a two-point basket yet. I guess the foul attempt on Grimes, but as we're going to get a foul on Jordan Bargy. Emma Johnson is going to come into the lineup for the first time.
Also checking in, number 2, Emma Johnson.
We have number 21, Sophie Henry, at the line. She's an 86% free throw shooter on the year, 6 for 7. Panthers lead 14-3, 3:36 left in the first quarter here. Panthers with Grimes, Johnson, Nolot, Bargy, and Duncan.
Panthers swung it all the way around there. Johnson takes the first two-point field goal of the game and knocks it down.
Number 2, Emma Johnson.
Aggressive man-to-man defense here from the Panthers, as we see their main defense throughout the year. Always tenacious toward the ball handler. As you see Duncan there, closely guarding number 43, Olivia Delk, but there's going to be a foul at the top of the key.
Just like that, Max, what do you want to call this?
This
Purple Squad?
This
is the Purple Squad coming back in for Trevecca.
I'm going... That just kind of threw me off my game. I got to say.
The pass goes out of bounds. We're going to go to Kentucky Wesleyan, 16-3 lead.
Little poltergeist action there, a little.
Just didn't know what was happening.
Scared her, paranormal activity in here.
Emma Johnson knocks down another mid-range jumper.
And her jumper is scary for other teams,
yes,
Chris.
It is. It's the nightmare before Christmas,
It
Max.
Jack Skellington is in the building today. Santa Claus, however, will be here tomorrow
night.
when the men take on Trevecca. Chris, do you know why we didn't run a doubleheader today? Is there a reason?
I don't know. I do not know.
Good ball movement there on the perimeter for the Panthers. Bargy jump shot, no good. Number 11, Samantha Whiteman, will control the rebound and take it across the half-court strike. Guarded by Johnson. Jumper.
Fadeaway jumper, good jump shot. Just not able to get anything to go. Johnson had the ball poked away as she went up. As I don't know if they're going to call that a steal or if they're going to call that a shot.
I would say a steal. That was a good by the shorter defender there. She knew obviously Johnson was the stronger, more, I'm not going to say more athletic, but taller player. Has to get under, poke the ball up and under. So good defense there by the Trojans, as they have to get something going offensively here as the Panthers lead by 15. Trojans only put up 3 points so far.
Long three, shot clock goes off. It'll be a shot clock violation as Walton, Clifford, and Lamb are going to come back in for KWC, as well as Leah Richardson, if she can get past the pick set by Coach Neiman on the sideline. 1:18 to go here in the first quarter. Richardson tries to drive, kicks it back out to Grimes. They get it to Walton, high post. Skip pass, Leah Richardson. Step back three off the front of the rim. Leah Walton had the rebound. And we're going to have a foul on number 5, Abby Buck.
Trevecca Nazarene University, foul number 5. That's Abby Buck. That's her second, team second.
Chris, just looking at the stat sheet for the year for the Trojans, their leading scorer, Olivia Pepperman, has appeared in 10 games and started in those 10 games and averages 15 on the year. So I'm assuming she's hurt because I don't think we've seen her in today's action.
I saw before the game there was a couple girls with knee braces on and also one in a boot. So I'm going to say that she's probably one of those players. As it's unfortunate that they've gotten hurt. It's definitely a big key for their offense, it seems like. Good help defense from Lamb. They're going to end up getting her for a foul.
Kentucky Wesleyan foul number 14, Keely Lamb. That's her first, team 4 at the strike.
Yeah, having 3 players go down with injury definitely doesn't help. As Kaylin Wilkes at the line. Couldn't see the officials in my way. She knocked down the first one. Knocks down the second one.
Yeah, Whiteman and Wilkes are the 2 leading scorers for the Trojans that are not injured right now. So definitely they're going to rely on them today for most of the offensive action.
Talia Walton had it in the middle, kicks it out to Lamb for 3, no good. Walton on the floor for the loose ball. Couldn't get it. Trevecca's going to take it up the floor with 2 seconds to shoot. As behind the back pass, not able to get a shot off. The Panthers lead 20-5 going into the second quarter. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to the Owensboro Sports Center. Going to be Kentucky Wesleyan ball. As Grimes, Clifford, Richardson, Lamb, and Walton are in the game for the Panthers. They're trying to get it to either Clifford or Walton in either post, low, high. They do get it to Walton, and she gets the layup off the assist from Lily Grimes.
Grimes with 53 assists on the year. They played 10 games, so 5.3 assists.
There you go.
You gotta love that whenever the denominator in this case of games played is easy like that, 10.
Yeah. Leah Richardson pump fake for 3. Now gives it to Clifford for 3. Good.
She olayed Abby Buck there like it was the matador.
A matador
In the running of the bulls. You ever think about how crazy that would be just to do that?
No.
Oh my goodness. Just imagine if you just have this huge bull.
It's not just one, Max. There's like 100 of them.
I know, that's what makes it crazier. Crazy lead here for the Panthers too. 25-5, 8:44 left.
We're gonna have a foul on Lily Grimes.
Number 11, Lily Sky Grimes. That's her first and the team first.
Kaylee Duncan gonna come back in the game.
Returning for the Panthers, number 10, Kaylee Duncan.
I'm gonna be interested to see if Coach Hibden does the 5 in 5 out every single time. Like we haven't seen a one sub change so far in this one. So let's see if it's 5 in 5 out all game. 3 from Lamb, good. As it took the Panthers all of about 3 seconds to score off the made free throw.
Yeah, great look-ahead pass there from Grimes. Abby Buck guarded by Keely Lamb. Gets it to Whiteman, I believe.
As Keely Lamb almost had a steal, but it goes out of bounds. Going to stay with Trevecca. Izzy Franco inbounds the ball to Whiteman. As there's 5 on the shot clock. Franco drives left, and they're going to call a walk. And here comes
The
Black
Black
Squad.
Black Squad. Black Squad.
5 in, 5 out, just like we said.
Panthers probably trying a few different offensive looks here.
They lob it into Walton. Somehow gets through. As we're going to have a foul on number 44, Savannah Fox.
Number 44, that's Savannah Fox, her first and the team first. Talia Walton, 2 shots.
Talia Walton rattles home the free throw. Savannah Fox, Olivia Delk, McLaughlin,
Sophie Henry.
Sophie Henry.
You know, the Trojans have some long hair, so it's kind of hard to see their number.
They do. I haven't really noticed that, but
Hairstyles, great for the Trojans. Good pass deflection there by Clifford. Who's going to control it? Trojans do. Good jumper there from the Trojans. But on the rebound, they're going to get Haley Duncan for just being a little too physical, down low, fighting for the rebound. She'll pick up a few fouls like that every game, Chris, just because, I mean,
she plays. I'm not saying that everybody else doesn't play hard on Wesleyan's team, but she plays by far the hardest. Like, it sticks out. I mean, she's on the floor all the time, taking charges, getting over the back calls.
If you'll recall, I've submitted my early prediction for her as GMAC Defensive Player of the Year.
You did. Do they give that out? Is that something they give
I would hope they give it out, because if not, then I'll do it.
As we're going to get an and one for
Kentucky Wesleyan foul.
That was on Kaylee Clifford.
Talia Walton.
Oh, Talia Walton.
And the shooter was
Sophie Henry.
Sophie Henry.
It was a 21-on-21 crime.
Basket was good by 21 Henry. She's got
I really don't think Talia was the one that did that. I'm almost positive Kaylee Clifford was the one who took the shot.
Well, I've seen several. I was watching a high school game last night. They called a foul on somebody that was not even on the same side of the floor as the person who actually committed the foul.
You know, speaking of third region officials, Chris, we have a third region official refereeing this game. Hannah Reynolds is a third region official in the Kentucky High School Athletic Association. Also does college games, as you'll see her here today, but a referee that is officiated many times in the Sports Center. So you got to love when the local officials make it to this level of officiating.
As the layup from Shakina McLaughlin goes in. As Callie Nowat fires the left corner three, no good. Rebound pulled in by Lamb as Lamb fires it out of bounds. Going to go over to Trevecca. Panthers lead 32-11. 6:10 to go in the second quarter. they're going to call number 22, Lucy Edosima, for the push-off.
Foul is on 22. That's Lucy Edisoma. That's her first, second team foul.
Callie Nolott gives it short corner to Bargy, back to Nolott. Richardson gives it as they get it over to Nolott for the three. As she hits the front of the rim and it goes over the backboard. It'll be out of bounds to the Trojans.
Hello streak there at the midway through the first quarter of making a lot of threes. Haven't really
made any since then, have we?
Yeah, we haven't.
Lamb's made one. That's it this quarter. As
Good defense from Richardson. Do we have flop warnings in women's basketball?
I'm not sure.
That might be.
Bargy for three.
But it doesn't matter.
You ask, you shall receive, Max. You say I haven't made any threes?
I know.
There it is.
Let's just wait till Grimes makes one, Chris, and then
Well,
we'll be in business.
as the three from the Trojans is no good. Offensive rebound.
Checking in for Kentucky Wesleyan, number
And the
Purple squad.
Purple squad checks into the game.
They're gonna check into the game after this media timeout. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to the Owensboro Sports Center. Panthers lead 35-11.
It's been brought to our attention that we don't sound good.
Both of us are sick, and so we'll see.
I mean, it has to be technical difficulties, Chris.
Yep.
That's the only explanation. Two beautiful voices like us. You know, if they'd have kept us on, you'd have heard me singing the Zach Brown band "Chicken Fried," one of my better songs, karaoke favorite. That's a favorite shot for Emma Johnson too. She hits the free throw line jumper.
Emma Johnson normally shooting it from behind the three-point line, everything inside the three-point line.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it.
I was gonna comment on that earlier.
She was the only one to make any two-point shots.
Yeah, a couple fadeaways she made in the game against Cedarville as well. So I think the Neiman's have put her at the top of the key there, and kind of float down to the free throw line every now and then to get that length, especially in the middle of the opposing team's defense. Really to penetrate the gaps, everything. She's a great shooter from there, great at ball handling as well. So
good passer, has good vision from that free throw line area. And Jordan Bargy knocked the ball out of bounds, and then they take the tough shot, does Cedarville.
Good pump fake there from Nolott.
As she's going to get called for a walk, as it looked a little bit awkward down there under the goal. Nolott not able to get anything going. Maddie Boyle checked in to the game for the Panthers during the break.
Chris, go ahead and say the game. She made like 6 threes.
Yeah, the first game, her first basically game of the year. She had like 16 points in like 5 minutes. It was unbelievable.
That's her second, team 4. Foul in the act of shooting.
As Nolott's going to pick up her second foul.
She's at the line with
Rachel Richardson.
checking in for the Panthers, number 1, Rachel Richardson.
As Samantha Whiteman is at the free throw line. The first one goes in.
her second point of the game.
Both on free throws, obviously. Third one
Is good.
is good.
Maddie Boyle running the point now for the Panthers.
Maddie Boyle pulls the three, too short, as Rachel Richardson gets the rebound and the putback to go. Boyle and Richardson, both freshmen. Richardson from Albany, Ohio, as we're going to get a foul on number 34, Caitlin Wilkes.
That was a hip check right there, Chris. That's what you call that.
I was looking down at my sheet, trying to see where Rachel Richardson's from, as I should know that because her basically twin sister is on the team.
Twin sister minus 2 years.
Yeah.
Fight for the loose ball. The Trojans get it. As Abby Buck will take it across the half-court strike. Gets to Whiteman. Guarded by Bargy. Travis looking for the ball down low. Guarded by Clifford. Buck now. Long three. No good. Fight for the rebound. Walton controls it. She's good. She's a good ball handler. She'll take it herself. 3-on-2 fast break for the Panthers. Bargy layup good. Oh, it's those calls like that, Chris. You know, you just get to talk fast. You don't really know what you're about to say, but your mind just lets your mouth say it. Kind of crazy. Human anatomy and physiology. I dropped that class in 2 days. But I know that probably has something to do with the mind, body, things. Rachel Richardson controls the rebound.
Abby Buck missed the three on the other end as they get it to Jordan Bargy. And we're going to have a foul on number 33, Olivia Travis.
That's her first, team 4.
Black squad into the game.
As
I think it's like a 6-minute rotation.
I think so too. Well, this rotation, they're only going to get 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Because there's 2 minutes to go.
Maybe it's 4. I don't know.
Lamb gives it to Clifford around the free throw line.
Clifford trying the spot where
The three from Keely Lamb as the Panthers lead 44-13 with a minute and 30 seconds to go here in the first half as the long two-pointer from Shakina McLaughlin.
her 5th point of the game. I believe she's the Trojans' leading scorer. As Walton gets the offensive rebound there to put back.
And we're going to have a charge. Talia Walton slid over. And the foul is on 43, Olivia Delk.
Number 43, Olivia Delk. That's her first, team 5. Checking in for Kentucky Wesleyan, number 11, Lily Sky Grimes.
I believe the first charge there for the Panthers on the day. They usually get about 3 or 4. Lamb guarded closely. Gets it to Richardson, the Rachel version. Lily Grimes splits the defense, loses it.
2-on-1 fast break. As they missed the layup, now the ball was knocked out of bounds, saved. As it's basically a free-for-all going everywhere as the three from the left corner rattles in and out.
You know, just not a. I said at the beginning of the broadcast that the Trojans were just going to have to make shots, and I mean, the ball just really has not rattled their way for them today. Many in and outs.
They've gotten some good looks. They just haven't gotten anything to go. As Emma Johnson, I believe, is going to pick up the foul, and she is. As McLaughlin's going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Foul number 2, Emma Johnson. That's her first, team 5. 2 shots for Shakina
As I was,
McLaughlin.
if you tuned into the Cedarville game, Chris and I were discussing how we thought Wesleyan has played the caliber of basketball to become ranked, uh, according to one of the associations. As I was looking at last time, we were just looking at a certain poll from the NCAA website. However, D2 COSADA, or however they called it,
Cosada, yes.
COSADA, um, is also one on the NCAA website, and the Panthers are ranked 15th in that poll. So according to one poll, they are ranked nationally. The other polls, they haven't received votes yet, but
It won't be too long
I
before
don't
they
I don't
are.
think so either.
Rachel Richardson knocked down the three on the other end as a three from the Trojans is no good.
5 seconds left. Grimes.
Grimes drives, kicks it to Richardson, and she took the shot at the buzzer, was not going to count.
Of them hopefully get into the scoring column, get some confidence from the people that need it, and some offensive work, and make sure Trevecca doesn't get a second half run here to begin this half of play. As Lamb is going to start off with a corner three. That's no good. Grimes controls the rebound. Lamb drives in, out to Duncan. However, there's going to be a charge taken in the middle by Travis on Lamb.
Kentucky Wesleyan foul number 14, Keely Lamb.
Chris, what do you think? What do you think we're going to see here in the second half?
Well, the Trojans are probably, I'd say, probably going to go back to a little zone and maybe tempt the Panthers to shoot the three. Even though the Panthers have done well at that, I think they're going to have to keep them in front of them and live with a 3-point shot.
Grimes easily gets into the middle of the Trojans' defense. However, you'll see that a lot. She passes that out sometimes when all she needs is a pump fake, and I think it'd go up pretty easily. Duncan does that a lot too. She has obviously one of the best 3-point shots on the team. However, pump fakes sometimes too much, and I think she has a pretty good shot at the outside shot, but hard to find flaws in this Panther team, but you got to pick them out when you can. Lamb trying to draw the 5-second count, however, it blocks the shot from.
It's going to be a shot clock violation on the play.
All right, that was confusing. I was so lost.
I don't even know what happened. I wasn't even looking. Skip pass from Duncan. They get it to Lamb, who's going to get the and one. Try to get the and one.
That moves Lamb to 15 points on the night.
She is 2 points away from 1,000 points in her career.
I hope she.
Now make it 1 point.
I was gonna say, man, I think it'd be cool just to like have a day or whenever they play next, where you just have 1,000 points, like just for your career, just 1,000. Do you know where that puts her in the Wesleyan record books?
No
Chris?
idea. I'm gonna say, I don't know.
It has to be top 20, doesn't it?
I would assume. I don't really know. I'm gonna have to Google it, ain't I?
I think that's what it's
I'm gonna
calling
Google
for.
If you don't hear from me for the next like 10 minutes, that's where I'll be. I'll be searching the KWC website.
3 from the left-hand corner is good from Callie Nolot. She gets a 3 to go as she was previously over 3 from the game. That gets her first points of the evening. The 5'10" forward on the year, it averages right around 6 points a game. So she's halfway there. As Lamb finds Grimes in the corner, doesn't elect to try to make her first 3 of the year. Clifford takes it though. No good. Buck controls the rebound as the Trojans will advance it past the half-court strike now by Whiteman, I believe.
A 3 by number 14, Izzy Franco, is good.
Oh, I don't care. That's my saying.
Try. I know. I noticed you doing it the other day when at
Dude,
the Cedarville game.
it sounds better.
So
It sounds better. We got
uh,
to get some bowling action in here, you
I
know?
thought I'd let you know that you've been saying it wrong.
Speaking of bowling, Kentucky Wesleyan bowling right now, the Lady Panthers may be undefeated right now, but w- the Wesleyan bowling teams are for real. Like, I don't know how like the divisions work in bowling, but they're beating like Indiana University in bowling. Kind of crazy when you think about that. That this is only the second year. Coach Scott Thompson used to do these broadcasts on the Great Midwest Digital Network. However, his duties as head bowling coach for the men and women of Kentucky Wesleyan College have taken his time away from this. So now you're stuck with guys like me and Chris doing it. Sorry for you all.
Yeah, that sucks for all the listeners out there.
Then a couple players earn all tournament honors at the respective tournaments they've gone to, as well as I think one of the players for them bowled a 300, and I think anyone listening to this can say that is a crazy accomplishment.
I can barely break like 140, so. As
Long,
Abby Buck knocks down the long three.
her first points of the evening.
But I have found, as Emma Johnson takes the shot, misses the 2-point jumper, I have found the top 10 individual career points list.
Good defense there from Richardson. Tough layup by Whiteman.
The leading scorer, Angie Johnson, with 1,782 from 1995 to 1999. The number 10 spot, 1232, Janice Johnson.
All right.
Did
so
it in 84 games. As Whiteman knocks down another tough layup, and we're going to go to a media timeout. Panthers lead 55-29. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to the Owensboro Sports Center. As myself and Max Debris here at the Sports Center, Panthers lead 55-29 over the Trojans of Trevecca Nazarene. We're looking at the individual career record holders for the Panthers, as Keely Lamb's going to have a very good chance of getting to that top 10 spot by the end of the season. As we had like 5 seconds run off the clock. Now we're going to take another media timeout. It's still 55-29. Thank you for listening. Panthers basketball on the Great Midwest Digital Network. Welcome back to the Owensboro Sports Center as Leah Richardson inbounds the ball to Leah Walton. She's going to be called for a walk.
During that media timeout, Chris and I calculated that Keely Lamb would need approximately 17 points a game for the remainder of her career, not including postseason.
I don't know if the postseason, does that count in your in your career?
Yeah, it would have to.
Has to.
Has to.
As we're getting another walk called on the Trojans. So she's going to have at least 18 games.
Yes.
At least 18 games. So it would be, what, 16.8?
Yeah.
16, okay, 16.
16 points a game. I mean, very doable.
As that's going to put her over the 1,000-point mark with that 2-point bucket. As I'm assuming their bench knows that it was her 1,000th point.
This is going to be a 3 right here. It's going in. I'm calling it. Oh! Sometimes you just feel it. Like, a lot of, like, happiness there for the Panthers. Trojans going to get it some as well. Keely Lamb
just basically cuts off the person she was in front of and threw it out of bounds, trying to get it to Rachel Richardson, as both Richardsons are in the game right now.
For a minute there, I thought we were going 4 against 5. I really did, though. Like, it was kind of messing with me. Good defense there from Rachel. But the stronger number 43, Olivia Delk, connects
That's a
on the
good
layup.
move from Delk, as the Trojans kind of surging back a little bit.
I know, they're getting some points on the board. You got to like that if your coach Hibden.
57-31. It was. What was the halftime score, Max? I don't have the piece of paper here.
Yes, a loyal Panther fan stole the halftime sheet from us, so didn't steal it, but politely asked, and we gave it to him, as we were here for the community.
Foul was on Jordan Bargy.
Duncan, Nolot, and Clifford back into the game for the Panthers. Leah Richardson and Keely Lamb stay.
2 shots for Olivia Delk.
Delk at the free throw line. First one's a little bit short. As they send everybody but the shooter and one more back to defend. As Delk knocks down the second. 1 of 2 from the line. And they're going to be in the bonus the rest of the way, are the Trojans. Nolot skips it to Duncan. Leah Richardson gives it to Lamb. Going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow going to go to the Trojans. As we kind of talked about in the first half, there was no flow to the game. And this half's been very similar. Not any real flow. The energy's been kind of low as another walk is going to be called. Emma Johnson's going to check in the game. .240 to go in the third quarter. Nolot gives it to Leah Richardson over to Kaylee Duncan. Duncan gets it to Clifford.
Had Johnson on the cut down low.
Richardson long 2 off the backboard. As a drive from Henry is good. Clifford's 3 straight away, no good. Nolot pulls in the rebound.
Trojans with a little momentum here.
Yep. Clifford got fouled as she went up. Going to be on number 44.
Trevecca Dec University foul number 44, Savannah Fox. Her second, also the second team foul. Foul to the act of shooting, Kaylee Clifford. She's got 2 shots.
Clifford at the free throw line. Has not attempted a free throw on the afternoon.
Only shot 6 now for the year, but she's 100% from the free throw line.
Well, you just jinxed it.
No, she's making it. I promise.
Well, you said it. So
If she misses this, I'm not talking the rest of the quarter.
it's a good thing she made it, Max. 2 minutes without you would have been real difficult.
Yeah, the Yika energy would not be alive and well in the broadcast today.
Wow. As the Trojans still trying to claw back, fight back. I should use fight instead of claw, considering they're the Trojans.
Or they're trying to ram through the the Panther defense right here.
Fouls on Callie Noah. That'll be her third.
That's her third, 15 foul.
I'm not that good at history, but the Trojans were the ones with like
The horse. Yes.
But it was some kind of. Did they ram it through a wall? Is that
No,
what they did?
it was supposed to be a gift,
Oh yeah, a little trickery there.
and it was full of people.
Did they like shoot them?
Well, it was like way back. It was swords. back.
Oh okay, okay. You ever think about how crazy that would be? Just to, like
No.
like, golly. I remember the show Deadliest Warrior.
Yeah, that show was amazing.
Amazing show.
And
I
then
don't
it was
know what happened to
I
it.
mean, either.
You could own, but I mean, if we're being honest, there's probably only a few types of warriors
Yeah,
that they could
you're
really
right.
like choose from.
And they basically hit all of them.
Yeah, I remember they had the Aztec, and then like the simulation. They would take that weapon.
First off, I want to know how you get simulations like that.
I don't know.
How do you make those? Panthers throw it away as we have gotten completely
I don't care.
off
This
topic.
is way more important. Deadliest Warrior was a great show. It
was a great show.
like that. It was on TNT, I think.
I believe so.
Like it just gets forgotten about too much, but like the level of technology that was in that show is absolutely insane.
And Osama makes the layup as it's 59-38 with 47 seconds to go in the third quarter, 15 to shoot. Duncan gives it to Clifford, who gets a skip pass to Nolot for three, too strong. Panthers haven't gotten much to go here in the second half.
The coaches and Neiman have to love the ball movement there. Didn't make a shot, but great offensive awareness there from all the Panther players.
As we're coming down to 17 seconds to go. 10 seconds on the shot clock. 4-second differential. And Osama jumper. Offensive foul going to be called.
Fouls on number 22, Lucy and Osoma. That's her
And Osama, a 5'9" junior from Nigeria. As there's 6 seconds to shoot, Callie Nowat drives. Kicks it out to Clifford for three. Good. As the Panthers are going to take a 62-38 lead into the fourth quarter. We'll be back right after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we have your attention, please?
Welcome back to the Owensboro Sports Center. As it's going to be Panther basketball out of the timeout.
You know, as all the listeners here could probably tell, we're kind of off the rails at this point. So, if you are listening, to show how great of a Panther fan you are, we want you to tweet the Kentucky Wesleyan College Panthers Twitter account, your favorite warrior from Deadliest Warrior. If you did watch the show, it was a great show on TNT. If not, probably on Hulu or something. If not, I have the DVD set.
You can find it somewhere.
You can find it. It's worth the watch. I'm telling you. It's Emma Johnson lines up the three, falls down. Kaylee Clifford gets the rebound. Johnson cuts back in, out to Duncan. Somebody falls on the floor. Duncan shoots three, misses it. Clifford gets the rebound, puts it up.
And
Foul.
she gets fouled. I'd love to see I want to see the look on SID Liz Wasinga's face if people do start tweeting that in. She'll be like, what? Why is this coming to our Twitter feed?
Use the hashtag KWC Deadliest Warrior.
She's got 2 shots. Returning for the Panthers, number 14, Keely Lamb, and also number
Maddie Boyle checks into the game, as well as Keely Lamb. Clifford at the free throw line, and she knocks down her first one. And the second one.
She is still 100% from the free throw line on the year. Trevecca coming off a pretty solid third quarter for them. Hope to continue that momentum onto the second part of the second half.
That's her first, second team foul.
Boyle easily gets past Buck. Tries to slip it in there to Clifford, but the Trojans defense says, no, 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 not today.
As the step back jumper, no good. Keely Lamb partially blocked it. As Caitlin Wilkes got the deflection and the easy lay-in. Maddie Boyle gives it to Keely Lamb, gives it to Emma Johnson. Emma Johnson gets fouled by number 33, Olivia Travis.
33, Olivia Travis. That's her second, team third. Checking in for Kentucky Wesleyan, number 34, A.J. Thomas.
A.J. Thomas checks in for the Panthers. As she has the ball on the left wing. She also is going to get fouled.
Trevecca Nazarene University foul number 5, Abby Buck.
Boyle, Johnson, Lamb, Thomas, and Duncan in
Kentucky Wesleyan
for
on the bonus.
the Panthers. Boyle is going to run the point. Lamb to Thomas. To Johnson. Drives in. Out to Duncan. A cutting Duncan gets hammered. Out to Boyle for three. No good. Duncan tracks down the rebound. To Lamb. Not guarded closely by Buck. Now is. Drives past her to Boyle. Right wing three. No good. Duncan gets tripped up on her way for the rebound. Whiteman.
Kaylee Duncan looked like a penguin there, just surfing, basically surfing across the floor.
Penguin.
Sliding across the floor.
Honestly, one of my favorite animals. The penguin, such a cute, adorable animal.
Except when you go to the zoo, they smell awful.
See, I'm not a big zoo guy.
Well, next time you go to the zoo, if they have a penguin exhibit, make sure to take nose plugs. Because it stinks.
You know, I remember
Adorable,
on a
but
third
smell.
on a third grade trip to the zoo,
Oh, Lord.
I once bought a stuffed animal from the Louisville Zoo of an ocelot. Ask me if I know what an ocelot is.
No idea.
I have no idea, but it was so cute.
basket by 34, Caitlin Wilkes.
As the basket by Caitlin Wilkes is good.
Maddie Boyle drives past Buck, past Whiteman, out to Rachel Richardson. Her hair was in her eyes, so she had to pass it away. Johnson looks. Keela Lamb, corner three, no good. Delk gets the rebound to Whiteman.
You know, Max, if anybody wasn't paying attention, as a three goes from Caitlin Wilkes.
You know, you gotta like that for Wilkes though. Wilkes is a Kentucky native.
Native.
So making that shot in her home state, I mean, you gotta love to see that. Johnson, why did I say three? That's a two.
That was a two.
Johnson, gotta say, is a bad mamma jamma though. Bad mamma jamma. She's all-around versatile player. Her and Walton both really taking control of that role. As I said last time, no really position. They're both positionless players. As you see, Johnson just take that charge.
The charge from Olivia Travis.
Trojans foul number
As
33.
talking about Walton, we haven't really seen her a whole lot, and here she comes.
15 foul.
I think we're some bad mamma jammas for, like, we're speaking it into existence
I
right
know.
here.
And 21, Talia Walton.
Remember to tweet the KWC Panthers account with your favorite Deadliest Warrior. I'm sure there's some highlight clips on YouTube if you want to check it out. And that was something before the jump ball. I just don't know what it was really.
The Panthers basically have been unstoppable here at home. It's kind of like when you see Tiger Woods when he wears red on Sundays. He always wins. He finds a way to win. So the Panthers always find a way to win at home.
You know, someone else who also wears red, Chris. Santa Claus.
And he'll be here tomorrow night at the Sports Center when the men take on Trevecca at 7 p.m.
Men off to a pretty good start in GMAC play as they're 2-1 after just suffering their first loss against Cedarville. And
As you want to
I wanna
take us out?
I want
All
to
right.
take us out. Chris never lets me do this, but I'm going to do it this time. I'm Max Bree, Chris Morgan. We're going to be back with you for the last 5 minutes of this game here against the Kentucky Wesleyan Panthers and Trevecca Nazarene Trojans. We'll be right back after this.
Number 12, Jordan
And we're back here at the Owensboro Sports Center. I'm kind of taking control of this as Chris is completely off the rails at this point. Not really. We both are, but that's okay. That's why you listen to the Great Midwest Digital Network whenever Max DeBree and Chris Morgan are both here. He's talking to a fan here as Leah Richardson is into the ball game. No Light, Bargee, Walton, and Clifford are also in there as Walton drives in. Works in the paint out to Richardson. Three, good. Panthers lead 69-48, 21-point lead for the Panthers. Their margin of victory on the year is something I can't find right now, Chris.
I think it's around like 13, 14 points is their margin of victory. 69-48.
Clifford guarding Wilkes in the
Step back
post.
three, no good from Franco.
Walton. Richardson. Another three. Yes. No to the make, though. Wilkes controls the rebound, looking for a guard. Whiteman gets it. Whiteman, pick from Wilkes. Guarded by Clifford, out to Delk. Delk to Wilkes. No lot swats it away. Bargy controls it. Bargy to No Lot. No Lot takes it across. 4-on-3. Clifford, right wing three. Good.
As soon as she let it go, I knew that one was in there. She's right in front of us. Looked good right off the hand. As we're just going to have a substitution? Nope.
This 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout.
Yeah.
We'll just keep it right here. 72-48, Panther lead. Like I said earlier, the men are going to be in action tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Santa Claus will be here. So if you got any youngins, bring them on out to the Owensboro Sports Center.
The Christmas spirit is alive and well in the Sports Center.
The Panthers, like you said earlier, the Panthers have gotten off to a good start in GMAC competition. They lost the last game to Cedarville, although it was a close game. It was like probably 5-6 minutes left in the game. It was 2 points, 2-point game. And then they kind of went up a little bit, and then it was a foul at the end of the game. So the final score ended up being about 12 or 13 points. But it was a lot closer than that.
Yeah, Cedarville was the number 3 ranked team in the preseason from the GMAC, so definitely good that the Panthers showed that they can compete at that level. So
the Panthers have been playing really well as Decoria Puckett has come in for the Panthers. As everybody has played now, kind of going back to the men, they we're in a 3-way tie for first in the GMAC, being undefeated, now 2-1, as they have found a little something as of late with Stuart Curry being back and able to play.
Suhanov saw his first action.
He did.
In a Panther uniform this past game as well, I believe.
As the fadeaway bank shot is good by Olivia Delk.
2:17 left in the game here. Panthers lead 22 points. 22, the number worn by both Chris and I in our high school days.
It's a great number for any youngster that wants to start wearing that number to keep the tradition going.
They probably don't want to be like us,
No,
but
they want to be better than us.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
That's for darn sure.
As the shot goes off the backboard, fought for the rebound and out of bounds. Johnson and Thomas are going to check in. 74-50 with 1:51 to go. As Puckett drives left, little floater goes all the way around the rim.
Full 360 there. Henry to Delk here.
Delk's little hook shot is good.
Delk has had a couple of good offensive moves here in the latter part of this game.
Delk only a freshman, so she's gonna be some trouble by the time
absolutely.
she's a senior.
This Trevecca team, without their 2 leading scorers in today's matchup, so I think this will be a pretty formidable foe in the GMAC for this season to come. As the freshmen, as we've seen today, get some more experience under their belt, and their 2 leading scorers get back, of course, then they'll be in much better
shape
than what they are now. Yeah.
As Thomas knocks down her first free throw. The Trojans, couple injuries, kind of keeping them from seeing their full potential. I don't want to speculate a whole lot, but one of them is in a walking boot. So I'm going to say that she will probably be back at some point this season. So if
Good in the paint defense there from Thomas. She knocked that incoming pass away from the opposite hand. Does a little dribble dance and picks up the foul from number 44, Savannah Fox,
Fox has her 4th foul.
to go along with the 2 forwards on her jersey.
When we see the Trojans again in late February, this could be a whole different looking team, where this 20-plus point lead could be very easily be a 1 or 2 possession game.
Yeah, you got to think their 2 leading scorers, 15 points a game, 12 points a game. That's 26 points. Of course, other people are picking up the slack for them, but I mean that's definitely going to matter, especially down later in the season. This Trevecca team is going to not be one to just bring a game where you take 50% into it just because you think they're the worst team in the conference. It's not that case. I think this is a Trevecca team that definitely can make some noise come February, March.
You could definitely see the potential in this team, as they are pretty young.
Young and athletic too.
They have at least 7 freshmen on the team, as Rachel Richardson shoots the 3, no good. They have at least 7 freshmen on the team. The last one, as the 3 at the buzzer, is no good by McLaughlin. The Panthers are going to take this one 78-52 over the Trojans. We'll be back in just a minute with final stats. Thank you for listening to Panther Basketball on the Great Midwest Digital Network.